Been a while since I've been on the Madden, bro. We go.
When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks to the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mike my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Tell 'em my doubts, I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key,
What's going on,
still
man?
too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, 'cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy the show. Yeah.
Built on the site of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome everyone to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're underway from the bank. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. That's caught with Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Brought down by Dre Jones.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. On the move, headed right. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they get this down to the 28. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Machine Ali on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Return it. Hey, report.
Lamar off to play fake. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be 2nd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
2nd down, Jackson to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Offense in the hurry up here.
For a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Lamar now from the gun. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know they're going to keep giving him looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion, but the results so far, yeah, they've been a little bit rough.
This is our last play of the quarter.
Yeah. No, we changed it. Go right here.
Jackson's going to go on 4th. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. That big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackled on that play by an All-Pro last year, Jalen Carter. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Running once more with Henry. they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's another Baltimore
First down, here's Lamar. This is man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Another Baltimore first down.
Manny!
First and goal at the 7.
They'll run here with Henry. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Jackson. Chased out to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating.
Mama should let
He's off the
hard.
mark. No good. Some troubles for the rookie early here as he misses on the extra point.
Tyler Luke to kick off.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Ravens get him. Down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. They're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
3rd and long for him here. It's a screen to Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 27. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Fielded at the 11. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Middle. Sit up.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Fits it through the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Clock still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
And the Baltimore first down.
That's him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
This is Henry on 2nd. He's out in the clear. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All set to go now from the 35.
Alpha, sit on. To what? Hey, middle. Cut.
On 1st down, Jackson. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. Taking a shot towards the end zone. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Baltimore, first down.
Lamar throwing again. Escapes the pocket. That one connects. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts. And they can try a field goal now before halftime. Here's the final play of our first half.
Ready, shot. Hey, sit hard. 180. Middle. No, we changed it. Hey, 180. Ready, shot.
Throwing here just before halftime. And he's into the end zone. No time left, and they take
Yes, sir.
as halftime arrives. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Oh, man, they really want the momentum going into the locker room, huh? The touchdown takes the lead, and now they're going for 2.
For the two-point conversion.
180. 180. Ready, shot. Hey, report. Go ahead. Ready, shot.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. And there it is. He makes the play in the end zone. And with no time remaining, they tie this game up as we head into halftime locker room. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Ali to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Shut up.
First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. He cuts it right. He's off to the races.
Oh, Lamar cribbing those, my guy.
It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd total score of this game. Here's Luke for the point after. And he shaped that one to the right. It is no good. So now after his 2nd missed point after of the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
All right, short on
Good tackle, boy.
3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Short.
This defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
They'll run for it with Barkley.
Ah, shit.
And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That's going to be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and keeps this drive moving.
Sometimes that guy in the backfield, Kate, he can just sense it, sees it when a play's going to hit. And that time he knew it well before he received the pitch. That's an occasion where things broke right for him, and it led to a big, big hitter.
That's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Teddy Buchanan on the coverage.
Barkley off the pistol give. He finds space for a few yards that time. Roquan Smith, again an All-Pro last season, there for the tackle.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Hurts now on 4th.
Oh, yeah.
This is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Yes, sir. Good dubs, man.